Traders in the building, what's good? Welcome to another video. Welcome to the channel. We are back again with another weekly analysis, and as expected, we'll be doing the dollar index, gold, US100, US30, and now SPX500, which is new to the channel because somebody in the channel commented last week to say I should edit, and I'm doing exactly that. So I don't want to waste time. Now that we have another pair added, I don't want the video to be long. So let's dive straight to dollar index. What am I looking for on the dollar index for the week that is coming? I'm bearish, right? I'm bearish on the dollar index. Why am I bearish? Let me show you. I'm bearish on the dollar index, and the reason for that is we are below a support, right? This has been an area where market has been supporting for the longest of time. Wait a minute, I'm sorry for that. The market has been supporting at this area, supported here, supported again here, and again here. So now the support that we had has been broken, turning it into resistance. So for now, I'm looking for more sells than I would look for buys. But obviously, if the market can come up now, if it can come above here, I will wait for a retest from this area, and then maybe take those buys up to that high, right? But this is what I'm looking for on the dollar index. I don't have much on it because the structure of it is pretty much clear. It's clean, it's obvious, it's really out there, it's expected, right? And now I have here a vertical line. This is where the market opened that other week when we analyzed that this market was gonna bounce off this level and buy, but unfortunately it didn't. It just immediately broke below that level, finding support over here. It went up a bit, it came down again, and when it came for the second time, it did exactly what it was expected to do. It broke a support, turning it into resistance, and from there we saw that the market was bearish. So I was there watching the market, but couldn't actually share with you guys, which is a topic that I actually started last week, that guys, I want to do a weekly follow-up video, and I was waiting for you guys to comment if whether I should go on with it or ban the project, because now I do see setups during the week, but I'm unable to actually share them with you that, hey guys, our setup has not been respected, the setup that we had on Sunday. So now how can we adjust, and how can we then maximize from the current structure if there will be a different structure at that time? And I did notice again that the market, after breaking that low, it came again and made another low, right? It made this low, it broke it again, came to retest, and our short position was presented, or the short position opportunity was presented. So again, the same thing is repeating itself. A support is broken, turning it into resistance. So hence I'm saying we are more bearish on this market than we would be bullish. So buyers should wait a bit on this market, should not try to buy. They should be looking for sells. Buyers will come maybe at this low. If the market can go as far as this low, then from there we can look for buys. Or if the market can now do go back inside the range, maybe do something like this, then obviously we'll be saying it's bullish. So now going to another pair, which is gold. On gold, I am bearish to gold. The reason for that is because we are at a resistance, right? We are at a resistance, though it's not a significant one, but it's still a resistance, right? You notice how we had a support here, and when the market came there for the first time, it resisted from that level, right? That was a resistance. It came for the second time, it couldn't break above, and with this long wick, the setup that we had here, the entry that I had rather, got completed with that one wick over there. So the importance of having take profit is because the market might never go to your direction altogether, but it might wick in your direction. So if you have a take profit there, your setup will get complete and you're out of the game without a loss, right? And now it came again for the third time and rejected there. So now for the fourth time, I do feel like it's going to reject and go to the downside. But I'm noticing something else here. I'm seeing that the market has been making higher highs, right? If you pay close attention, it has been making higher highs, and because of those higher highs, I'm really skeptical on my bearish setup, though I would love for us to focus on it as like that. So this market has been making higher highs and higher lows, right? It's been doing something like this. So when the market does this, to me, it's others will call this a bearish flag, that the market is impulsed to the downside and now it's gathering momentum to actually push again to the downside. But for me, it's like, nah, it's true, but now the market, if the market is moving in this manner, it's just showing me that it's trying to go up so hard that if it can get that chance to break, this resistance over here, this resistance, it would immediately retest, and then from there we would see buys. So it's another possibility. If the market ever happens to break out of this range that we have here, you should be waiting for a retest and obviously take that market to the upside, because that's where it would go if it ever acts in that manner. But for now, because we are below a resistance, this is support, broken, turns into resistance, we are bearish. So you should be looking for sells immediately when the market opens. Don't assume a breakout. When the market opens, don't assume a breakout. Just enter your short position, target this as your take profit, because that's where the market has been stopping. You can target this, or rather you can target that, it's up to you, but I would target this, the nearest structure, so that if ever the market retest from there, I know that I am safe. You can have it like this: when the market opens immediately, and if it spikes you out and takes you out of the game, you should wait for a retest and then buy that market, right? So that was gold analysis. Now going to another pair, which is US100, I believe. Yes, this is US100. On US100, I'm bullish, right? I'm bullish on US100, and the reason for that again is because we are above a support, right? Pay attention here. Last week we were here, and I did see that we were going to take a short position, because we were, look, this market has been failing there 3 times, and we were there, and I thought it's gonna fail again, but it found momentum to the upside and broke above that level, coming to this area here to retest from that area which I saw, and I saw very clean that that's what's gonna be a sell. And now when it came down here, I did see that this market was supporting. It supported here with the first week, and I was like, nah, it's not really convincing, because it did close eventually. It closed at that area, but when it came again here, I was like, nah man, people should be entering for buys there. Obviously I got spiked out, but that's where I was seeing that this area can take buys from that level over there. And obviously this could be your take profit, because it's the most current high. So you would buy here, target that as your next take profit, and maybe from there you would again look for sells, because that's where the market has sold in the past. So you don't want to assume a breakout. If it gets there, you eventually want to if it gets there, you want to follow price and enter for a short position. So I'm bullish for the week that is coming, and this is my reason for that, is because we are above a support, right? We are above a support, but if ever the market can break below maybe this support over here, break it. If it breaks the support, it will obviously turn it into resistance. Then from there we can look for short positions, maybe up to here, or we can look for them furthermore to the downside, which is I doubt, maybe up to here, and then we can see a bullish market, because Nasdaq is known for being a market that is overall bullish. So this is what I'm looking for the week that is coming, bullish, right? Now going to another pair, I do apologize that I don't have the energy that I normally have. I'm tired, guys. I'm very tired. I'm sleepy and all that, but I know that I have to do this video, because I promised that I will never again pass a week without creating the videos. So in front of us we have US30, right? This is US30 again. On it I'm bullish, though the setup is 70% already completed. Not 70, I'm 40, I can say. We had a resistance like on Nasdaq. We had a resistance here, resistance for the third time. We were assuming that the market was gonna sell from this area. It acted as though it was gonna do that until the market found momentum to the upside, right? And again it came. You see how we had a support here, got broken, and now it came to retest it and reject from it as now resistance. Support broken turns into resistance, right? And now the same thing is happening here. Resistance broken is now turning into a support. So from here, if you would have been here, you would have noticed, if you are following pure price action strategy, you would have noticed that there was buys over there. So you would have bought at that area. And obviously if the market can get here, you don't want to assume a breakout. Obviously again you would want to enter for sales. But this is what I'm looking for the week that is coming. I think the market will just come just needs a little bit of momentum to the downside, right? It will come just a little bit to the downside, and then you can take your buys at that area, or you can look for structure on a smaller time frame and continue with this buy that is already occurring, which we hope it won't come down. But if it ever happens that the market will break below like we did on Nasdaq, we are expecting a retest, and then we will be taking that market up to this far, right? Because that's where the market has been supporting for the longest of time in our current structure, right? Now going to the last pair of the day, I believe it's the last pair of the day, SPX500, right? This is SPX500, and one commenter suggested that I add it on the watch list. And by the way, I'm seeing Nasdaq on this thing. I don't know, man. Let me show you guys. This thing and Nasdaq are the same thing, right? I don't know if this pair is still Nasdaq, or this pair is separate, or it has its own. Look, pay attention. This is SPX500, right? Look at the structure of this thing. Now let's go to US100 and pay attention to the structure of that thing too. It's the same thing, guys. So for me, it's like I don't really see it necessary to have on the charts, because it's the same thing as Nasdaq. So I'd rather focus on something that moves differently, right? I'm now talking to the person who said I should add it. I would advise you to focus on Nasdaq, because it looks the same way. They move the same way, they act the same way. For me, it's like I'm analyzing one thing for the second time, right? Pay attention, but let's do it now. Let me show you. It had a resistance. This was a support. Obviously, you notice support broken, turns into resistance, resisted again. Thought we were going to respect that setup again and resist at that area, but the market found momentum to the upside. It went up, and then at this area it failed, which I saw, but I couldn't update you guys on that, because you haven't given me the go ahead of whether I should or not create the follow-up videos, right? It did exactly what Nasdaq did. It found resistance. It resisted at that area where Nasdaq was supported. Also, it had that support. So from there, it took a short position, and when it got again here, it supported just the same way as Nasdaq did, right? So I say we are bullish again on it, because now we have a bullish setup currently happening. So I believe this market has more chances of going up than it would come down. It would go up, maybe break. I feel like it's gonna break, go up, break that level, and retest and continue. The same thing as Nasdaq, because now this market is known for being bullish, and now it has been ranging, and it has been dropping for the longest of time. And we did see that NFP didn't actually push it as others would have expected. NFP didn't push it to the downside that much. It pushed it but found support. So obviously, if NFP couldn't do that, then we should be expecting buys overall. So guys, this is what I have for the week that is coming on the dollar index, gold, US100, US30, and SPX500. I hope you find this video valuable. If you do, please do like, subscribe, comment down below, guys. It's so important that you comment. I want to know what are your thoughts. I want to know if this video is valuable. I want to know if the content that I'm dropping is still valuable, is still relevant. I want to know what I can do next, how I can improve, because honestly, it's draining, man. If I keep on doing the same thing over and over again, eventually it gets boring, and when something is boring, you lose interest into doing it ever again, right? So if you want me to continue doing these videos, comment down below if I should continue, you like the content, or what should I add, because I've been posting strategy videos and I've seen that not all of you are interested in that, and I stopped, right? I stopped because I see that not all of you, as much as I want you guys to grow, I don't want to focus on things that won't help me grow either. So I want to grow also as you grow. If you can pay attention to the description of the channel, I say help us grow as you grow, right? So I hope we do that, guys, for this week that is coming. I love you guys. Thank you for watching up to this far. If you are, do like, subscribe, and comment down below your suggestion. And I am out, guys. Thank you.